born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is a Thursday, November 6th or November 7th, 2024. Here at Forex Smart Trade, we teach people how to successfully and profitably trade currency using our simple but accurate proprietary trading indicators. And I am going to show you one of our trade strategies this morning. The one that I principally use, and show you how simple, easy, and accurate it is. So with that, let's get started. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we can take a look at what the market has.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We teach using a number of different tools. We've got numerous videos that break down the essential pieces that we think you need to know. We have group training sessions. We have group live trades like this. I do 3 a week, Monday afternoon and Tuesday and Thursday morning. Every afternoon, I also send out an overnight trade setup at 4:15 with a different trade strategy than I'm going to be showing you now. But just so that you can see that it works, you can copy it, you can gain confidence. When you become a regular member, every morning at 10 a.m., we do a live trade. Every evening at 6 p.m., we do a live trade. And one of the things that differentiates us from other training outfits is that we are constantly training, coaching. When you work with us, you're going to work with us for a full year. And it's that constant repetition of the fundamentals that will keep you sharp and keep you performing at your best. I like to work off of a little checklist that helps keep me focused. Every morning, I like to restart my green charts or refresh my green charts. Clears out the memory, keeps it going fast. One step that I like to do every day, and I think it's a key difference maker between being a good trader and being a great trader, is going back and investigating when trades don't go the way that you suggest, the way that you thought they would. On a Tuesday night, on the overnight trade, for example, we took a buy on the Euro USD based on the chart. Well, the one thing that I neglected to do was take into account that it was election day and we had a red flag. As soon as those election results started to post, that changed everything. And the indicator wasn't relevant anymore. The news was relevant, and that's what was driving the price movement. So, even though it was there, I knew it. I made a mistake. So that that review of what you do, and when it doesn't go the way you think, keeps those rules in mind and why you need to follow them. We are technical traders. We are trading off of the price action, and that's what our indicators are good at picking up. And if we can pick up the direction of the move, we can make some money. Place we can, but we also want to know what the news is so that we can trade around it. And I found the best place to find that news is Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks news down into kind of three categories. Yellow, which is low impact. I ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact. I tend to ignore those, but you can pay attention to them. And red, which is high impact. And these are things I want to trade around. And this morning on the pound in 25 minutes, we've got a lot of news coming out on monetary policy, and their Fed chairman, Bank of England governor, is going to speak. And then at 8:30, we've got unemployment claims. And at 2:00, we've got the Fed funds rates. So these are the two I'm worried about right now. So we won't take a trade on the pound, nor will we take a trade on the dollar. I don't like to trade when we're within 2 hours of this news event, because what happens is this number is published, and people who have friends where this number comes from are able to get that information and start trading on it beforehand. So it will kind of skew it will skew the results because people are trading on it before the indicator can pick up the move created by the news. So we'll skip those two. The signal I am going to trade off of is something called the 10-point signal. We've got a dozen different signals, and when we coach someone, we customize it to their trade preferences. This one suits me. Basically, there's three parts of the chart, and I want the lines in all three to line up. And when they all do, that's a high probability trade. I like to trade off of a 1 hour chart, but this can be done on a 30-minute chart to a 12-hour chart. On a 1 hour chart, trade's going to be worth usually anywhere from 5 to 35 pips, and my sweet spot is 11 pips. If I can carve out 11 pips 3 times a day, I am doing terrific. And the trade is going to take usually anywhere from 1 to 3 hours for it to move from, say, the top of the channel to the bottom of the channel. So let's take a look and see what we've got this morning. The chart I am going to trade off of is the Light 6 Major. It's one of our standard charts. It's a composite chart in that it's showing me 6 different currency pairs, and they're all US based. And I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and the minors. And this red and green line is the major indicator. This black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. So in this horizontal red line is the oversold line. So I'm looking for situations where we are either overbought and the lines are pointing down, which they are here, or oversold and the lines are pointing up. And my goal is to kind of ride it up through the channel like this. So we started down here, and we're getting green candles up to here. So here we actually have what I'm looking for. Overbought, or we started at overbought last hour. Everybody's going down. I have what I call the double cross, where the red line is crossed over the green and the black line is crossed over the gray. Fourth thing I'm looking for is the slope on the green line, which to be better than 45 degrees, it is. I like that the green line has entered the channel. I will consider a trade so long as the green line is less than halfway. I do not mind that the miners have run through the channel. So this is a good buy signal. Now, normally when I see a good buy signal, I would then jump up to the TNTs and count how many of these lines are supporting what I see here. So the thick orange line is coming down. Thin orange line is going up. So it doesn't support. So one of the orange lines. And then the blue lines are inversely related. So when blue is going up, that means sell. So dotted blue is going up. Thick blue is coming down. So I may have 2 of the 4 here. Ideally, I'd want the 3 of the 4 or 4 of the 4. So I don't have what I want here, so I'm going to pass. Even if we did have what we wanted here, because there's news coming out on the dollar at 8:30, we're not going to jump on it. Euro dollar, it has turned in the channel. On the euro dollar, I will sometimes take turns, although I like to have it a little steeper than what we've got here. We do have a kink in the line where it's going from less steep to more steep. But again, we're not going to trade the dollar this morning. Pound dollar oversold. Miners are kind of sideways still here. So I want everybody going in the same direction. Dollar Canadian dollar overbought. Everybody's going up. Dollar Swiss franc overbought. Majors are sideways. Miners are going up. So we don't have agreement here. So I just want all the lines going in the same direction, starting either below the red line or above the blue line. Dollar yen just reaching overbought, so nothing there. I've cloned this chart, and I've got now 6 new pairs. These are non-USD pairs. So let's take a look. Euro pound overbought. Everybody's kind of sideways. Australian dollar yen just reaching overbought. Euro Canadian dollar, everybody going up, just reaching overbought. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar oversold. Miners have turned, but majors are still going up, so I don't have agreement here. Pound yen oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double cross where the green's on top and the gray's on top. I've got terrific steepness on the green line. The green line is just entering the channel. All the lines are clustered. I like it better when all the lines are clustered. So this is a terrific signal here. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. So 3 of the 4 of our TNTs are telling us each of these lines are capturing change at a different speed. And then I jump down to the pressure, and I want these lines either going up or I want the green line on top. So I don't have that here. Do not have that here. So now, even if I did, because we get that news item, I don't want to trade this right now. Euro Australian dollar oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross, greens on top, grays on top, and the steepness on my green line is better than 45 degrees. Also, there's a little kink in here where we're going from less steep on the green line to more steep. Green line is less than halfway into the channel, so everything is good here. 2 orange lines going up, and they're going up steeply. Dotted blue is coming down, so 3 of the 4 here are telling me buy. And I've got sideways pressure. What makes it sideways is the red line's kind of going up a little bit, green line's coming down, but the green line's on top. So green line on top counts as a point on a buy. So I've got 1, 4, 3. I've got 8 points here. I want to confirm the trade setup. So I see the setup I like. To confirm it, I'm going to go to a built-out chart on the Euro Australian dollar. So euro, was that euro Australian dollar? Hold on a second here. Euro Australian dollar. All right, so let's go to a full chart on the euro Australian dollar. And when I say a full chart, what I'm looking at is here, instead of different pairs, it's all the euro Australian dollar. And I've changed. Here's a 1 hour chart, a 2 hour chart, a 4 hour chart, an 8 hour, 12, and a day. And what I am looking at, a 2 hour chart means that each candle has 2 hours worth of information in it. 4 hour chart has 4 hours. So what I'm looking for is on the 2 hour chart, I want us to be oversold. Doesn't have to be going up like it is, but I want it oversold. And the same on the 4 hour chart. I want us oversold. Again, we have the majors going up here, so that's good. In fact, we're oversold all across the board. Reason I want us oversold is if this weakens, if we're oversold here and oversold here, eventually it's going to go up. And there's less likelihood of it continuing to go down and me getting stopped out. So I have the confirmation that I like. When I see the confirmation that I like, then I need to figure out what the trade is worth. And the way I figure out what the trade is worth, on some of our trades, it's predetermined. If you see the setup, it's worth 3 pips or 5 pips. On this trade, it requires a little discretion because you need to figure out what it's worth. So here I am going to put in just a clean chart and figure out what it's worth. And the first thing I want to do is add some support and resistance. And I want to take note of what the trend is. So here was a big uptrend. See how it keeps going up? So if I'm trading with the trend, I'm going to take less pips than if I'm trading against the trend. Here, we've got a big downtrend. So we're taking a buy into a downtrend. So I'm going to take less pips as I look at this trade. And what I want to do is figure out where the support and resistance is. And support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And those support and resistance lines are going to be the boundaries of which I trade in off the 1 hour chart. And on a 1 hour chart, they tend to be about 30 or 40 pips apart. So I'm going to drop some lines in here where I seem to see the candles naturally stopping. So it's stopping in here, stopped in here, over here, 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 in here, over here. And let's see if we find the next one. So kind of in here, over here, here, here. And we're going from 1.6210 to 6252. So from 10 to 52 is about 40 pips. So that's what I want. So now that I've got my support and resistance, I'm going to open this back up so I can see it better. And the reason I stretch it out there is so I can get more data points to draw that support and resistance on. So then I want to know how much room do I have from where I'm at to where the line is. So if you look on the top right corner there, it's 26 pips up. And 16 pips down. And then these candles seem to also stop right around here. So that's about 8 pips here. So it's 16 pips up to here and 8 pips up to here. I think we'll go ahead and take a trade on the a buy on the Euro Australian dollar for 8 pips. So you can take that in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader, we will bring our MetaTrader over here. And we're looking at Euro Australian dollar. Euro Australian dollar, I've got that here. I want to, this is a demo account. If you don't see Euro Australian dollar here, you would just go to File, New Chart, and it's going to be probably in this second group here. Then I'm going to go over to New Order, and it will open up this window. My lot size is a function of what I have in my account. Rule of thumb I like to go by is move the decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.24. I can take anywhere from half of 1.24 to double it. I'm going to just take the 1.24, mark it buy, records the buy. When the buy is recorded, I'm going to right click on it, go to modify, and we set 8 pips. 8 pips is the same as 80 points. I just add an extra 0 to convert pips to points. I click the blue copy as button, and it does the math for me. You know, if I'm going for 8 pips, I'm going to use a 3-to-1 stop loss on this. That means my stop loss would be 24 pips, which is 240 points. And then I click the blue button, modify, and it records it. And let's just see here. I want I want to go to kind of the top of this candle. So I can pull this up just a little bit to get it a little closer to the top. So we took a buy on the Euro Australian dollar with a take profit of 1.62345, 1.62345, and a stop loss of 1.61976. Stop loss, take profit here, stop loss here, 1.61979. And that's for roughly, we're going from 26 to 34. So that's 8 pips right there. So we've got the 8 pips. Let's see what else we have. We've still got 5 minutes on the top of the hour. I expect that trade to close within the next 3 hours. So let's go to the next candle, next chart. Canadian dollar yen. We're in the middle of the channel, more than halfway. Everybody's going up, so we'll pass. Euro New Zealand dollar, more than halfway, almost overbought. And we don't have agreement. The miners have started to go sideways. Pound New Zealand dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Slopeness of the green line is kind of maybe right at 45 degrees. I'd actually like it to be a little steeper, but the issue is we've got that news item coming up. So we're going to pass. New Zealand dollar, yen. Everybody's, we're, 3/4 of the way through the channel. Everybody's going sideways. New Zealand dollar, USD, just reaching oversold. Majors going down. Miners are sideways. Euro Swiss franc, overbought, everybody's going up. So nothing there. Let's go to the last group. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, overbought, everybody's going up. Now, can I make 10 pips overbought and everybody going up? Yes, I can. You can maybe see it here. It's just not part of my trade plan. So here's 12 pips. It turned and went up. So you could have carved it out. I just don't want to get stuck taking a buy when we're overbought and it turning and coming down. Swiss franc, yen. Okay, oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross. Green line's got better than 45 degrees steepness on it. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. So 3 of the 4 of my TNTs are telling me buy. I've got weak down pressure. What makes it weak is the slope of the line. But I've got the green line on top. So a point, 4 points, 3 points, 8 points here. So let's go ahead and see our confirmation. Swiss franc yen. 2 hour oversold and sideways. 2 hours oversold going down. So I've got my 2 confirmations. I want the 2 hour chart to be oversold and the 4 hour chart to be oversold. So I've got both of those. Let's see what the trade is worth. Go to a clean chart. And let's get our support and resistance. Seems to stop in here, over here. Question is, where are we at? Here. Seem to stop in here, over here, here. So let's open it up. And we're in kind of a sideways downtrend. This is a little bit down. And we want to buy. How much room do we have to each of these spots? 22 pips up. 9 down. And how much to the top of this candle? 12 pips. All right, so we're going to take a 12 pip buy. 12 pip buy on the Swiss franc yen. So you can do that in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader 4. I have this open. New order. I'm going to keep my lot size the same. And it should, I'm going to take a market buy. Once it's recorded, I am going to right click, go to modify, and we said 12 pips. So 12 pips is 120 points. I just add an extra 0. Click copy as it does the math. So I'm going to use a 36 pip stop loss, add an extra 0, click, does the math. And actually, I wanted to go closer to the top of this candle, so I'm going to pull this up just a little bit to get my 12 pips. Come on. All right, so we took a 12 pip buy. with a take profit of 175.846, a stop loss of 175.336. So take profit of 175.846, stop loss of 175.336. Again, I expect this to close within the next three hours. All right, gang. Thanks so much for joining me. It is an honor to have you spend some time with me in the morning on these live trades. If you want to learn to trade, the most efficient and effective way to do that is find somebody who's good at it and talk them into to showing you what they're doing. We are willing to do that. Not only will we do that, but we'll let you trade with our money, because that's how confident we are in that we can get you to do this well. If you have any questions, you can reach out and schedule some time with me. You can schedule time with me by going to forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. And tomorrow I'm taking the day off, but all of next week will be good. You can also try to call me, but I'm kind of hard to get a hold of. You're better off having a firm appointment. You'll definitely have my attention. All right. Thanks so much. And we will see you on Monday afternoon at 3:30 for the live trade then. All right, guys. Thanks so much. See you then.